252.
Okay, for all the news and reviews in pop culture that's right to type, 252 top stories. First story this week, BuildABears shuts down single-day pay-your-age sale. It was so successful, it failed.
It was a good idea at the time.
It was a good idea at the time. Apparently, so many people came out to make their, because Build-A-Bear, there's some pretty expensive teddy bears.
Yeah.
And with the pay your age, whatever the kid's age is how much it is. People were lined up around the doors, around the block, and a lot of the parents were they were getting upset for waiting up to 6 hours, and they were blasting them on social media.
I blame the parents. It's like you look, you know what you're getting into. I mean, you know it's going to be a lot. It's like
they were running out of stuff. Like a lot of the stores,
Yeah.
they were ill-equipped to handle what they had put out there.
That's why you put that caveat in that says
First come, first serve.
First come, first serve. Supplies until supplies last, or whatever the damn thing is. So, whatever. What else are you gonna do in Minnesota besides buy it there? This is my favorite story of the day. The owner of the Mandalay Bay Hotel in Las Vegas has filed a lawsuit against more than 1,000 victims of the mass shooting that killed 58 people in 2017. We're not going to name the name of the son of a bitch who did it, but the MGM Resorts International lawsuit does not seek money and appears to be a judicial bid to avoid liability and dismiss claims against it. That's a slippery slope, because if one person comes out and God forbid they have a class action lawsuit against them, then they're filing from a position of defense. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not hating on this guy. He's trying to protect his business, He's not going after them financially.
True.
He's just protecting his business. I don't see an issue with that. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, when I first heard this story, I was like, get the hell out of here.
You're liable. Get out of here. You slip and fall in somebody's store.
Yeah,
the store is liable for the damage.
Yes, but he's like saying, if it happened in the hotel, I would be liable. But this happened across the street.
Oh, you got to remember though, and I learned this from the best of sources of People's Court. When you sue somebody,
Judge Wapner or
I can't remember. I'm brain dead. But it said if you're going to sue somebody, in order to win, you have to demonstrate what they did wrong. What did the hotel do wrong with this crazy man sneaking guns upstairs and shooting up a bunch of people?
They didn't check his bags.
They don't check anyone's bags. They just put them, the porters just take them upstairs. It's not an airplane.
These are heavy enough to be guns. Wow. But I'm sure they're not.
Clank, clank, clank.
I'm saying, fuck that.
All right. Donald Trump is hashtag winning.
Yeah,
on the back of an already excellent week where he was gifted a football and impeded a monarch, right now the president is also leaping up Google's image search rankings to pole position. When you type the word idiot into Google's image search, Trump is the first return result. That is awesome.
And I bet you thought this was about to be a pro-Donald Trump story.
There's no such thing.
Oh, man. Yeah, we're way to the left. I thought it was funny. I saw this, I think on, I want to say Facebook or something like that. It was something crazy. It was like, hey, type idiot into the search bar and just see what happens. And of course, me being, the gullible masses, I was like, all right, idiot. I'm not surprised.
There you go. You know what? I hate to break into the show, but I have a little bit of breaking news.
Ooh.
2 trailers were dropped today.
I did see one of them. Okay. Which one are you referring to?
Well, I'm referring to 2. One was the Titans trailer.
I did see that.
DC show coming out. Looks to be like a show. And the Clone Wars dropped a trailer.
Actually, I did see that as well.
Yeah, that looks good.
Well, I didn't follow the episodic.
Neither did I, but
series. But I had it in my queue. I saw a couple of things. I did see all of Rebels. So
Clone Wars are fantastic.
And people have said that, and the Clone Wars are canon. and I'm reading the books and stuff like that too. So
You know,
looks
when
fantastic.
the Attack of the Clones came out, I was so disappointed with General Grievous, calling him a coward. If you watched him in the first series they did, which were the 90-second cartoons
Right.
on Cartoon Network, Grievous was an animal. He was just wiping out Jedi left and right.
As you
Jedis
should.
were running in fear, and I'm like, who's he calling him a coward? He took on your whole council and had him running from him like bitches.
Ooh, JB fired up.
That's right.
So
Don't mess with Grievous.
switching gears slightly. This week's review, Glow Season 2. Loosely based on the real-life professional wrestling circuit, the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, Glow's first season build-up was to the women creating the pilot that proved so successful that it resulted in a full season.
Yes.
Season 2 begins with everyone settling down to make the 20 episodes of their show, dealing with their own personal issues and challenges of becoming celebrities as a result of Glow's cult following. I really enjoyed the
Season
hell
one.
out of Season 1.
Yeah, it's well done.
And Season 2 delivered. As far as I was concerned, there was a lot of tropes to the 80s, and they hearkened on. There was a couple of things that they did that was kind of small on the show.
Right.
They didn't make a huge deal. They didn't make a whole episode about it.
Yes, they
But
should.
no spoilers. There's one of the characters apparently contact or gets either he had the HIV virus or AIDS itself or something like that.
AIDS, that chocolate that came out. Yeah,
So
I remember that.
there was a definite situation where the actor, or excuse me, where the character, he got it, and then the other characters were responding because they went to clean up the house and get the stuff out, and they were like, "Don't touch anything," this because they still didn't really know how you
Deal with.
contracted the disease.
Yeah, exactly. All right, quick question, Frank. Have you heard of AIDS? I'm kidding.
No.
All right, on this episode,
Well, there's only one other thing.
yeah, go
Again,
ahead, speak on it.
There was a another episode. I believe it was episode 8.
Uh-huh.
And that episode, the full episode, it was almost like an actual episode of Glow with all the what do they call it, the vignettes that they used to do.
Yeah.
Because Glow, not only that they had the ladies wrestling, they always would showcase their talent as actresses or dancers or singers or stuff like
yeah.
that. And so they had one episode on Glow where the whole thing was like scenes from the show, but of course it was all recreated because they were using the current actors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it just really reminded me of these were the little things about the show that I saw when apparently I was, God, how old was I when Glow came out? That would be you, Ralphie.
Ralphie D recommends Do the Right Thing.
What?
Do the Right Thing. Salvatore Sal Fragioni, played by the incomparable Danny Aiello, is the Italian owner of a pizzeria in Brooklyn. A neighborhood local, bugging out that Giancarlo Esposito, becomes upset when he sees that the pizzeria's wall of fame exhibits only Italian actors. Yo, Sal, why there ain't no black people on the wall? Bugging Out believes a pizzeria in a black neighborhood should showcase black actors, but Sal disagrees. The wall becomes a symbol of racism and hate to Bugging Out, and to other people in the neighborhood, and tensions rise. You know what? That encapsulates the whole movie right there.
Yeah, that's what.
But don't worry about spoilers. Everyone's already seen it.
I hope so.
I mean, it was 30 years ago, and Ralphie D is recommending it now.
You're damn right. I'm recommending it now because it's got a powerful song by Public Enemy.
1989, the number, another summer. This is the part where we play the entire video right around here for 3 full minutes, and then we come back to the show.
There you go.
Yeah, Do the Right Thing, of course. I mean, not of course, but I saw it. It was 30 years ago. I've seen it.
Yeah, seen it.
And I
Multiple
do believe that even though you have recommended this movie, I think in the times now you would
Still
think
relevant.
it is definitely still relevant because we've taken a giant step backwards in the last, I'd say, year.
A couple baby steps. That equal a giant step. I'm just saying.
It has not been altogether all good. But with that being said, Spike has his new movie. We've talked about that before, the Black Klansman.
Can't wait to
Sounds
see it.
great.
It looks because when we first talked about it, it was like an interesting concept. I saw the trailer.
Right.
It looks like it's actually going to be.
And I love period pieces, man.
Yeah.
Stuff from the 70s. But anyway, I'm Ralphie D, and that's news to me.
I'm Coowada Kurt. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I'm JB, and this has been 252 News and Reviews, where you hear it first.
252.
I'm done. Pull yourself together.